All right. Live on YouTube.
Are we?
Going live on Facebookies.
What's today?
Facebook. Today is Tuesday the 16th.
Thursday.
Thursday. It is slow.
Mm-hmm.
I heard they might be throttling.
Really?
I heard rumors of government throttling.
Government throttling? Why would the government throttling?
Or the cable companies.
That's
and
what I was
stuff.
going to say.
Internet. They might be throttling because.
Mm-hmm. We need some different thumbnail parts.
We're live, right?
Yeah.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
You let me know. Oh, there we go. It's live there.
Barely live.
Let's see how it looks.
All right.
It's doing the whole circle, the dance on YouTube. Let's see. And yeah, it's got our animation. Looks crystal clear.
Huh.
Yeah. You know.
I'm letting you know we're live. We can go anytime.
Are we live everywhere?
We are live everywhere, yes.
All
Oh,
the
we should
ways
start.
we're
We should
live.
totally start. Let's start.
Yeah.
The following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
Thanks, Meg.
Right?
Yeah. And so, oh man.
No, nobody likes me.
This is not. Hey, Brandon, how do we look? Because my internet
What's up, Brandon?
is giving me
Well, and I
is
mean,
giving me grief right
aside
now.
from how Kennedy looks, how does the show look?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
I can tell. See, just the camera. My camera's usually not skipping like this, but
Yeah, we're choppy on YouTube, and that's
Yeah,
hard
we're-
line.
we're gonna be we're choppy today. Chopper style.
Are you hard lined in?
I am.
Oh, you are choppy.
Yeah, I know.
What about our audio? That's the real question. People need to hear what's being said.
I don't know. It's a good
I
question,
don't know.
but
Can you hear us okay?
but the gang's all here.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
Brandon.
and I shared. Everything's been shared.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that. You preemptively shared.
Well, yeah, you
Mhm.
know.
Well, we got to
I
do
kind
it
of
right
rush
off the
it.
top.
I get excited.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. No, it's all good. And we're live on the audio feed. If anybody, is getting tired of the choppy internet, audio uses a lot less bandwidth.
Mhm.
So that's why the words we say are a lot of times sound dumb because it's on a lower bandwidth than everything else. So, yep. I'm just gonna say hi all in the chats. They're on Twitch and YouTube and Periscopes. I'm gonna
All right.
monitor Periscope.
Yeah, Brendan's asked me if we can currently see who's live. No, we can't. I see when people are commenting, I can see that. I can see how many people are watching us, and I can see when people join us.
Yeah, it pops up. And
Or
it
actually,
says-
people who follow us, I can see when they join because
Yeah.
it'll pop on. If you don't follow us and you pop on, I won't see it.
That's what.
I'm watching the Twitter and YouTube feed
Yeah.
directly.
I know. I
Mhm.
wish there was a way you could see how many
Mhm.
people, like who actually was.
Mm.
To this point, we can see how many people, but we can't see who they are.
Yeah, but say something really funny.
Yeah, we can see that.
So,
Yeah, and then we'll know. We should do a roll call. Everybody comes in, they have to tell us what they're drinking.
there was a DJ in Memphis that used to do the roll call, and you had to call in and freestyle.
Oh, wow.
And it got, that was back, pre-internet. That was late
What are
90s.
you doing?
That's one. I
Wow.
was trying to listen to the show.
Oh, yeah.
I knocked her headphones out.
And then he asked me what I'm doing.
Well, I didn't know I knocked your headphones out.
Brennan's asking how you watch to see who's on the stream, and I don't know. I don't know. Like, we've only been doing this for how many years?
No, I don't think you can watch and see who's currently. Hold on, I need to do this.
You see when people join. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
You see when people join. I don't know that we can monitor everyone who's watching us.
No, we're not the government.
Mm-mm. Yeah, we're not the government who's throttling the internet right now.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, those bastards. So I apologize for the choppiness of this, but
What about me, man?
what about you?
You're not gonna
We haven't
come
even
in
talked
here?
about what we're drinking.
No. Well, you should have had all this ready.
I did. I brought it all out and had it all ready. I don't know
Was
what
it
more
poured?
besides- I don't know which one you want to go with first. I brought him and you yelled at me. You're like, "What is all this?"
Do we need to go through therapy? You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to.
Yeah, look at that. I did everything right, and he's sitting there complaining.
All right, so
Sorry,
listen, guys. Let's communication is key. As I'm sitting here in between the two of you, so let's see if I can.
Don't be in real life, please.
You see what 6 weeks of seeing each other every day, all day long does?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's called relationship. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
All right,
Called vital
Jules.
work.
Jules, we'll let you go first, since you are the fairer sex, fairer of the two.
Oh man. Oh boy.
All right, Jules. What is Kennedy doing? When he blames you for the beer not being ready for the show, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, horrible. Like, I do the best I can, and all he does is complain.
And when
not
he
good enough.
complains, does it feel as though he's not appreciating the effort that you put forth?
Yeah, exactly.
And let me ask you this. How's the communication on the front end about what beer to get?
None.
Yeah. Okay.
And I brought a plethora of beer to choose from because I didn't know which one he would want. So I went over and above and beyond with the selection.
Oh, that is wonderful. What about that throw on that couch back there?
I know, you like that? That was gifted to me when I left my last job. Well, the job to move to Houston.
What color green would you call that?
Well, the green is just, I guess I call that like grass green.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really emerald. It's not really, maybe Kelly, close to Kelly, but not exactly Kelly.
Green. Okay. I like it.
And that's a Harry Potter throw that's sitting on top of it.
Oh, it's adorbs.
Yeah, it's adorbs.
All right. Well, look, I want you to know that despite what is said, I'm sure that Kennedy appreciates you bringing the beer that you did. All right. Now, to you,
I hope he
Kennedy.
does.
Yes.
When
Yes.
you are voicing concerns at the beginning of the show about beer not being ready, is it from a place of, are you angry? Or is it just frustration? Or is it just you are under stress from many different angles? And so maybe perhaps your voice comes off a little more gruff than maybe you understand that it is coming off? Could that possibly be what's going on here?
Sure. Yes.
Do you,
Yes.
I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm sure, do you appreciate the effort that Jules puts in to bring the beers?
I do.
What? Tell me in your own words.
Yes. Yeah.
What exactly? All the things you appreciate about Jules.
I appreciate you bringing me the beer.
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah.
And what else? And while you have your hands on the keyboard, are you even capable of opening beers?
I am.
While you can type and open beers at the same time. You can open a bottle of beer and type and switch cameras at the same time.
This show just took a weird turn.
I'm just asking, so we all know.
A weird, strange turn.
We work through. I'm saying it's therapy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I could have opened, so I see saying I could have opened it, but I didn't know which one he wanted to start. And I already asked my limit of questions. So.
Oh, well.
In my defense, I was frantically trying to get our show on the air today.
Sure.
If you notice, there's a brand new graphic, which we are currently all sitting in, this wonderful triple box.
That we have you in the middle of us.
And
Yes.
you're in the middle of us, as you're doing right now.
Which is awesome.
Sending us through therapy.
Yeah,
we got you sitting between us right
Perfect.
now.
That's my role. That's my role here. So, Jules, have you ever sat down and looked at everything that Kennedy does to prepare for the show?
Yes, he does do a lot of stuff. He
does,
does a
right?
lot. Mm-hmm. And during the week, too. Not just like before the show starts, but
Yeah,
yeah.
He's a hard worker. There's a lot of
Yes.
buttons.
Uh-huh.
There's audio and video things coming in. Foamy Head 13. John having a Twisted X Chupa Hopra IPA. Excellent, sir.
I am 100% with you here, Brendan.
What did Brendan say?
100%. He said, "So what you drinking? My wife is a psych major, and I hear enough of this already."
Oh, well, Brendan, we'll get to you.
Thank you.
Your session starts after I'll call
Brendan
you
doesn't
and
need a
work through all that.
session.
What you drinking, Brendan?
This is for Jules and Kennedy, okay? This is for Jules and Kennedy. If we can get through this, then we can go along and have a very happy show.
Are you listening to this right now?
Me?
It's the sound of everyone turning off their internet.
That's not true. That was the government. You already said so. So I don't.
It's the sound of everyone saying, "I'm not this bored."
Listen, you're redirecting your frustrations, and that's fine. You can't hurt me, Kennedy. You can't put your anger on me. That's what the role of a therapist is. So it's fine. It's not your fault. Look at me. Not your fault. Kennedy. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Well, thank you, Josh. We needed a moment of clarity.
Yeah,
so
you can start
we're
crying
good.
anytime now, Kennedy. It's not your fault.
You can start crying.
You know what? You know what is my fault?
What?
The fact that my throat's really dry right now.
Oh, well, let's just wrap this therapy session up, and we'll do it again next week. But
No, we won't.
Jules, if
No, we won't.
Pieces of advice. Since you got to talk first, I'll give you advice first.
Okay.
Or as a one who's wanting you guys to work together. I think that's the main goal. Both of y'all and the three of us keep in mind that the goal here as a team, we're all trying to get to the same place, right? We're all trying to get to the same place. That's a successful liquid lunch for the masses.
You
masses.
watch way too much Dr. Phil.
Two, listen, if you need me to go full Dr. Phil, I can do that. There is no matter how flat you make a pancake, there are still two sides. Kenny, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Listen, you can get happy in the same pants that you got mad in, okay? Listen, boy, you're not going to pull one over on me.
It's great, dude.
Angry all you want, but your anger at me is not going to help a thing. All right.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Is Dr. Phil from your hometown, Josh?
No, he's from Texas. I'm from.
Is he really?
I speak. Yeah,
I should have known that.
it's Texas.
It screams Texan all over.
He's just a practical dude with lots of sound advice. That's Dr. Phil for you.
Yeah.
But anyway, since we're all trying to accomplish the same thing, Jules, I'll say this: Kennedy gets more stressed the closer it gets to stream time. So maybe first thing in the morning while Kennedy doesn't drink coffee, and I don't know that you do either. Okay, first of all, start drinking coffee. Then, as you're making the coffee, discuss what beers to do for the show, and do that in a timely manner where he won't feel stressed to say, "Oh no, I can't answer any more questions." He wants to answer your questions, but he's a one track dude. Right?
Like most dudes, yeah.
Yes. And so it's like asking a dog to sprout wings and fly. Just incapable of doing multiple things. We reach a limit very quickly.
We're doing this right now. All right? None. All right. Let's see what's going on.
Oh.
I can hear you the entire time.
That's what I was going to say. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
yeah.
You didn't mute your own mic. One track mind.
Oops.
Big
Oops.
funny.
Point. Oh, well, thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. And yeah.
Okay. And Kennedy,
Yes.
here is my advice for you.
Mm-hmm.
Never forget how much Jules loves you and how much she does for you. And that even in the moments of frustration, you can still take a second to pause, take a breath, chug a beer. And then just say, give me a minute. Give me 1 minute. And then we move on. All right, that's therapy for today. Work on that. Start the coffee. Talk about the beers for the show over coffee.
Oh, Misty just joined. Misty and Philip just joined. Misty, you would have loved that conversation.
No, you wouldn't have.
We'll go back to
No. No.
And hey, Philip.
If anybody is going through bouts of narcolepsy, you can't sleep, watch the first 10 minutes of the show.
Listen, hey, Trent's on. Hey, Trent. Trent's watching.
Oh, this is a great show. Great time for Trent to start watching.
All right, so
Listen,
let's start talking beer.
Trent knows I have sage advice to give to people. He knows. He knows what's up. Hey, Philip, what's up? Hey, Kevin watching from, I guess, San Antonio. I guess if everybody's on lockdown, that would mean Kevin is in San Antonio.
You mean San Antone. I've been teaching Julie this. So she's not, you're not a native Texan either.
No, I'm
so
not. But
it's referred to as San Antone.
Mean Dr. Phil.
You don't add the EO on there.
Why?
You just don't.
Wouldn't you just call it Saint Anthony or Saint Tony?
No. San Antone.
Why? Who said that?
Who said that?
Everyone says that.
Who says that?
Everyone.
I mean, I know George Strait says it.
Yeah.
Amarillo by morning up from San Antonio.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I have the time to say San Antonio, why not say San Antonio?
Sure,
I mean, did George Strait say up from San Antonio?
Well,
Or
I
did he
knew what
say
he was
up from San
saying,
Antonio?
but it also that he has beats and measures to deal with.
Uh-huh.
It's lyrics.
Also, two guys said it.
Who?
Two fellas said it. Oh,
Who?
no.
Hi, Bugaboo23, watching on Periscope/Twitter.
Uh-huh.
Chad Pilbeam, Chadford, how are you this morning, sir?
Misty says, no, it's just SA.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
what is the proper terminology? When do you use San Antonio versus San Antonio?
Yeah, exactly, Misty. You live there, so what would you... Yeah.
Oh. I think Philip's offering to give some more therapy.
No, we're good. We're good.
He
Let's
said
move on to
he's
beer.
the real Dr. Phil.
Oh,
Let's go.
well, his name is Philip, so yes, it's true. We should talk about beer, maybe?
Yes.
Yep.
Y'all want to do that?
Yes.
Oh, first of all, the guy to your screen left, the guy to my screen left. Are you ready for this?
Going. I'm Kennedy.
And a half chug that took way too long. You've gotten through
Man,
it now. I think we need to work on timing.
that was much needed. Much needed.
I think we need to work on your timing now, though.
That.
Wow.
By the way, I think this may have been the very last of my Mexican lager.
Oh, there's a couple more in there.
Oh, there is?
Mhm.
Oh, I love you so much.
See? Breakthroughs.
Oh.
Love it.
That's perfect.
Last of my Mexican lager.
Okay. It's
It
a
would've-
Kennedy beer special today.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it is the Kennedy beer special because we're running out of beer real fast.
I don't know how that's possible, but yeah.
And we blown through all like the regular beers, and now there's my leftover homebrews.
Yeah, so we got a little one of each. We have a variety pack of all the beers.
And you
For all
just
the
you
years.
you were mentioning this before.
Mm-hmm.
I still got my I brewed this last May.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wrong. Wait, where's my camera?
Which camera?
Yeah, I brewed this last May. It's a New England. It's a homebrew New England IPA that is about a year old.
Well, you turning it up is not good. I decanted.
Well, yeah, as a wise man said, turn down for what?
Trub, bro.
Turn down for what?
Turn down for Trub. Hey,
Down for Trump.
to your screen right and to Kennedy's right,
Mhm.
but on the left when it's on that camera.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Jules.
Hey, it's Jules.
Oh, I played it. Do you not have it, Kennedy?
No, we heard it now. yeah.
It's playing.
Okay, we got to figure that one out.
It's
And
playing.
Perry says the Eeps. Yeah, Eeps, aka
Oh, producer,
yeast
Perry's
residue
on
from
Uh-huh.
bottle conditioning.
there?
Yep. So
There's not too much eeps in this one.
no.
I started cold crashing on my beers now, and so I don't have as many eeps problems as I used to.
Yeah. Chadford saying he lost video and audio. Refresh, I guess. Well, if he doesn't have audio, then I guess he'll figure it out. But yeah. So I think it just depends on where you are, right?
Yeah, Chad, if you're back with us, we are having some issues today with the internet's being slow.
Brendan said save a bottle.
Yeah. It's not all on our end though. I'm seeing the YouTube and the Twitter feed. They just look grand, and the Mixler feed looks excellent as well. So if you just want to go straight audio, there's that. So do what you got to do. But anyway, hold on. Cough button.
Wait, hold on.
Cough button.
Wow,
you.
that's nuts. I had to cough
Yeah,
and say, hold on.
Something. See, I have a mute button. You should get a mute button. Yeah. You heard over Jules' mic. They can hear us. It's going out. That was just Chad. Chad's back. He
I
just had to
literally
get refreshed.
killed by. How did you guys hear me? I literally killed
Did
the
you
mic.
kill Jules' mic as well?
Yes, it's coming from the same source.
Oh well, I don't know. I
So,
heard it.
so everybody heard me cough just now?
No, I heard it. I don't know what they heard on the stream.
Oh.
They did on Mixler for sure.
Hey, Sue Clark.
Yeah.
Hope
Chad's
you're having beer
back.
out there for me.
Chad
Yeah.
is back. Philip says his internet's have been sucking all week. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the cable companies, internet companies, are purposely throttling
Yeah.
because like literally everyone is on the internet now.
Well, it's about time. That's what I was
Everyone.
Did we? I'm just floored. Did we know that producer Perry brewed a beer?
I did.
Oh, with Mike?
Yeah,
Or-
him and Mike brewed a beer.
Nice.
That's excellent, producer
Uh-huh.
Perry. It's a strawberry blonde. It'll be ready in a week or so.
Yeah,
Ooh.
they bottled last week.
Oh, that's what
Okay.
they were.
They
okay.
didn't. They're not social distancing. They're brewing
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, they came over and hung out with me too.
Yes,
So.
they came over and brought the virus into the house.
Okay. Well, we'll know in a
So,
few days if it's.
It just turns out that it really is Kennedy that they were afraid of. It's not.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So,
yeah,
Josh,
blame them.
Yeah.
question for you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well.
That's
What?
okay. I got it. Question for you.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
Well, what are you? Oh, that looks like one of mine.
It is one of yours.
That's the coffee porter, right?
Nice.
That's what it says.
Yes,
Yep.
Brendan.
Assuming it didn't get mislabeled.
Yeah. So
It's fine.
I have to thank
Possible.
Brendan for this one.
Hold on. Do I need to open this over a towel?
No, it should be fine. I'm going to thank Brendan for this one because he's the one who helped me out with this, the whole recipe, or at least he helped me out with how to add to do the coffee
Oh,
additions.
yeah.
Let's see
the
how
porter.
much. Let's see how much carbonation. It doesn't sound like a ton, but that's a porter, so you didn't need all that much to go. Pouring into my Southern Star Strawberry Blonde jar, mason jar. So there you go, producer Perry, right with you in.
Oh, I can't wait to try that one.
So here we go. Boom. Carbonation looks good.
Yeah, yeah.
Carbonation still
Oh,
looks,
that looks
it's holding up.
good.
It's a good pour.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's almost perfect, actually. And
Mm.
it builds up. Oof.
That's actually a bad pour.
No, it's not.
Look at all that head.
It
all right. That's
started
what you
really
want.
good, and then it's kind of iced coffee from the
I'm
corner.
I'm
store,
betting you're
Philip?
gonna like
No.
this one.
That's true. It's about that time too.
And not the best glass for.
And hi, Sylvia.
But you do still get a
Alright.
lot of coffee on the nose, like and chocolate, a little chocolatey.
Yeah,
chocolate
so
coffee.
Oh,
It's-
that's good.
It's the robust porter, one of
What's the ABV on this? Should I,
it's-
should I
it's-
schedule a
it's-
nap?
it's kind of low. It's like right at 5%.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Hold on, let me. It's good mouthfeel, good body.
Mhm.
What grains? Did you use any oats or anything in this?
I don't know. Brendan might be able to help me out with this one. This is Preston's recipe for the robust porter.
Was your bare arm involved in any of this? Was this?
No, it was not. No.
Okay, so that hair
happened
in my
one-
mouth is from my own.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
true.
yeah. It's from the hair on your face.
Hey, Tammy. She's back. We missed you the last couple shows. We were wondering.
Hey,
Hope
Sylvia.
you're doing well.
Linda, hello. See you tomorrow.
So what beer would you like to drink next?
This is pretty good, Kennedy.
Mhm.
I have to say,
Oh,
this is very
Yeah,
quite enjoyable.
Brendan, the grain bill on that
Oh.
Preston's porter recipe. Josh was asking for a friend.
Asking if it had oats
Really?
or something. It has a good creamy
So
mouthfeel.
do you want
Yeah.
that? Do you want to stick with? do you
Some
want-
porters get a little
I'm
sharp.
gonna
That's
try
nice.
this one.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna try my 1-year-old
I would like to have a little bit.
New
too,
England
please.
IPA. Oh, I would love nothing more to share with you, honey.
Thank you. Look at us cooperating,
Oh, what do y'all got?
collaborating.
This is,
working
and you
together.
told me you had this one at some point. My
Oh, the New
1-year-old
I had it yesterday.
Oh yeah, and then
1-year-old New England IPA.
I'm getting it. So I didn't want to drink the same beer I had on Tuesday, which is the Summer Pills from St. Arnold. And so I was having to go through my Keyser slash, what do you call it over there? Whatever, beer fridge thing. And so I drank one of yours yesterday. And it was good. I just wanted something hoppy, and it was good. It held up. But I was working diligently on the latest episode of Interbrews. This is where I'll do my shameless self-promotion. Episode 238 posted yesterday. More posts for Facebook and YouTube after the show. But one Craig Rowan from Allstock Brewing in Fredericksburg.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh man.
I know. I'm like, oh, that smells good.
Yeah, it did. It smelled good.
Wow.
And it tasted really good, too.
Wow, the hops have really held up for an entire year.
Yep.
Almost a year, like
Oh,
11
man.
months.
No, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good
There you
job,
go.
Kennedy.
Yeah, Kennedy support. Just bring in the beer for today's show.
I know.
It's all Kennedy all the time. It's everything he ever wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're down to my home. We're down to my home brews.
Let's
It's
not-
time to make a beer run.
I can't believe that though. We have like 3 stouts in the refrigerator, or no, 1 wheat and 2 stouts, and I'm like, no, that's. So I went and picked, and we're almost out of all yours too. I mean, we're down to like
It's
maybe 2 rows.
Time for a BEE-RUN.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
We're also
Yeah.
we'll be bottling our ESB on Friday too, which will be nice. So I'm very excited.
Tomorrow. Yeah, we're bottling tomorrow.
Did y'all
Yeah,
drink
it's
that
fun.
whole keg of what y'all had a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Well, to be honest, I filled up
Mission accomplished.
2 64-gallon growlers and gave them out to some friends.
Yeah, he did share. He did share.
So that took a big dent out of that keg.
But then we finished off the rest. But I have all intentions of finishing.
Yeah,
the
I
ESB
went.
keg
I was
myself,
upset
so
because the
go with that.
kegs. So I have one fermentation chamber that I also use to store my kegs because we don't have a lot of room here.
Right.
And so whenever I ferment beer, I have to hurry up and kill off that keg. And I was really upset. I'm like, oh man, this beer is excellent, and I'm gonna have to end up maybe dumping it. And I pulled the keg out, and it was completely empty.
It's like just a little slush in there.
Yeah.
No,
It
everything
was
good.
totally. I'm like, all right, cool. It's
Yeah.
time to
Yeah.
brew.
We were just doing it for, logical sense. It's the apocalypse. We don't want to waste beer. So we were just, being very thrifty. So that's all. Get
Yeah.
every drop.
Oh, Philip's
You should do
working
this
on.
coffee porter again. That's good.
Oh,
Oh.
cool. Good.
Oh,
Good to know.
if you like it, I've got a lot more for you.
Mm.
You're about to see a lot of Pumpkinator on this show.
Oh,
I'm about to dip into all that.
Wow, you're down to your pumpkinators.
No.
It's
Yeah, we got a couple of them in Divine Reserves too.
that's yeah. Well, I think I drank all my Divine Reserves. I think I've got 118 left, which is a big old Russian Imperial Stout. That's the problem. All the beers left in there are like, over 10%. So
Yeah. I've got a bottle of Cantillon,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. it's
I'm
true.
about to have to open that.
Need
do
that
it.
for.
You totally should.
Yeah, you really should. But it needs somebody to drink it with, and I don't drink. It's good to share that with somebody, and I don't really drink that type of.
Yeah, I don't want to drink.
So who likes that style? Come on over, hang out with us. We'll sit 6 feet apart and can share it with Kennedy.
I mean, if you're coming over to our place, the 6-foot rule doesn't really matter.
Well, if they
your-
still feel like it.
your
they
DNA is all over that place. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, Perry.
Oh.
I heard about the dipping into Vicky's reserves as well. All her Pumpkinators. I tried to
Okay.
reply in the chat, but for
Oh,
whatever
Brenda will
reason,
come by. Yeah, come on by.
Oh,
Oh, that would be awesome. Yes, bring some
so
pizza.
Hey,
my
Rudy.
Rogue Brewer friends, I'll probably be at the Grain Cellar Friday or Saturday
Are,
because it's time for a new batch.
are people like? Listen, I hear a lot of people saying they'll show up, and I know we're all just kind of talking.
Uh-huh. No, I
Right.
really need ingredients for beer.
I know, but are people? I feel like, are we at the end of our rope when it comes to social distancing?
Oh, you think people are getting over it? Like
I don't know
they're
about
like,
getting
"Eh."
over it. They're just
close
yeah,
enough.
they're losing sight of why we're doing it, and perhaps
is
they're like, I don't know. You tell
Well,
me.
that's what I was saying. People aren't gonna. I think it's just human nature. But by the end of the month, people are just gonna be like, you know what? It's been a month or more, like month and a half. I've been fine. Things are fine. I'll just go out and I'll just do it. It's gonna. Nobody can keep like few people can keep habits.
You know what?
like
You know
good
what that
habits.
is, though, Jules.
What's that?
Make Kennedy go before you, because the person who says, it's probably fine. Then the bear jumps out, or the monster comes out and gets them right when they stick their head out the door, and then the tension's right there back again.
Exactly.
Well,
Lull you into
So, yeah, I
false
got, like-
insecurity, and then boom, monster gets you.
Yeah, like Kennedy.
I
That's the point.
yeah,
So
I don't
make it
see a lot of
worse.
people hanging out in groups of 10 or more.
Yeah, and see exactly. Yeah, I mean, and like with Tammy, yeah, it's like exactly. We need people. People need to, people need people. Isn't that an old Barbra Streisand something?
Yeah, but the problem is if okay, so from what we're doing, right? Um, uh, Perry's asking you a question on YouTube chat.
Oh, what's he asking?
You care?
Yeah,
He's just
Barry,
asking why you
you
don't
guys
go to
come
the
over when
grain.
Kennedy's gone.
Huh?
Yeah, he's just saying why don't you go to the homebrew store near your house? Let's get this all out on the table.
Because we like Preston.
Let's get real beer talk, bro.
Well, because it's a couple reasons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I go to the grain cellar,
Yeah,
there's always 2 or 3 of my fellow rogue brewers out there.
possibly germ filled, but we'll go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, they use Star Sand for everything, so
So,
they're probably the cleanest people there
trust
are.
me, they walk out. We walk outside and we give ourselves a good spritzing of Star Sand.
Yeah, brewers are probably the
Don't
most
fear the foam.
sanitized people. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do y'all gargle with it?
No, but we can.
I wonder if
So-
you could vape with it and get all that virus out real good.
So yeah, so my buddies, the rogue brewers are
Just,
a lot.
I don't know that works. Don't anybody jump on that.
Yeah. No, don't say you heard it on Liquid Lunch Show.
And then of course Preston's there, and Preston is he's like my home brewing mentor.
Yeah.
Always gives me good advice, and like I usually when I go there, I work on a recipe with him.
Mm-hmm.
And
or Brendan too.
at this point, I should be just coming up, finding my own recipes. But I work with Preston on one, so there's nothing wrong with Farm Boy, and I know it's close, and I have been there to pick up this thing,
An emergency.
this and that there and stuff. But and now that we're social distancing and stuff, I don't mind. We want to get out of the house, so now I don't mind making the trip up there.
Yeah.
But
you can swing by some breweries on the way just to grab some beer to go.
Right.
Exactly.
From your place
That's
to Preston's to the grain cellar.
the grain
Think
Yeah.
about how many breweries you could potentially pass.
Yeah,
I know,
there's
yeah.
a few.
Yeah.
Let's pull up. I'm going to pull up the map, and I'm going to give you a
there's-
route to go. You
I
ready?
know.
I know the route.
We kind of have a.
No. I'm not. I'm talking about the route. I'm talking about my route.
He needs
So my route, I would go up Cross Timbers and go right past Brash.
Oh yeah, Brash. We need to
Stop
add
in
Brash
there,
to the
take
list.
take Cross Timbers all the way to 59.
Yeah.
I sound like a Californian right now.
Yeah, you do.
Take the 45.
Take the 101 to the 10.
Yeah. Yeah, and then maybe get back on head over to 59. If I'm going up 59, then I'll hit up Spindle Tap on the way, and then when I get right in the Umbo, then there's Ingenious. From Ingenious, I go to the grain cellar. After the grain cellar, I'll go down 1960 and hit up Southern Yankee.
Yep. Danielle just joined too. Good
Yeah.
timing again, just
Wow.
like she knows. So yeah,
And
and
then-
yeah, she's gonna come with us. So we're gonna have a party out of it.
And if I want to go a little bit out of my way, then we could also hit up Megaton and Backpew.
Yeah, we
up
did.
there.
I need a back pew trip, and yeah, we could do Megaton too.
So here's what I would do if I were you. Let me see. Is that your place right there? No. That's
Cool.
Excalibur.
Well,
Did you know
let me-
Excalibur? Check out Excalibur in Spring. They were doing beer to go. I'm not sure where they are right now. I mean, I know where they are. They're in Spring. I don't know if they're doing the beer to go.
Is this the brewery that's in Old Town Spring?
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Ah,
We said Spring.
Yeah.
not Old Town Spring. He's very specific. You know this.
I know.
That's not being specific. Spring is a big place.
It's not as big as Houston. People say, "Well, it's in Houston."
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Hold on. Let me go to your house.
Yeah, Tammy, that's what I'm saying too. We need it. We're doing back pew. So the original thought is we do back pew, Ingenious, swing by Spindle Tap, and then So Yang.
So yeah, I think Saturday. I'm gonna make a call. Saturday we're gonna be at the grain cellar.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a beer to go run, and I'll go by the grain cellar. I need to put in my order right now. I'll go by the grain cellar. I'll get ingredients for my next batch.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want?
Now,
what do
you
want?
didn't mention City Acre, and you didn't mention Spindle Tap, both of
yeah.
which could be on your.
I did mention Spindle Tap. I did not mention City Acre.
Yeah, I forgot about City
I
Acre.
If
totally
you're going to
forgot.
go to Spindle Tap, and then yes, you can obviously. Is that open? The Cedar Lake Houston Brewing.
Huh?
Can we get an update on that? Does anybody know Lake Houston Brewing?
But we
I don't
do-
know. I'm hoping to hear back from Cody from Humble Beer Works
Yeah.
because he's doing a little private tasting thing and asking people to come over.
Okay.
Taste,
Did you?
taste his beers. It's a private
I
invitation
know
thing.
Brendan mentioned bringing one of your beers to that, so I guess he's going.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
I
we
haven't
need to
I
figure
haven't heard. I
time
reached
slot.
out to Cody yesterday. I'm sure he's busy.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Megaton. Did you mention Backpew?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely
And so
Backpew.
City Acre was not. Let's see.
I forgot City Acre. I'm sorry.
It's right
I'm
across
sorry.
on the
I'm
lake.
sorry, City Acre guys.
I know.
They're. Are you going to go all the way up to Conroe or no?
No, we're not going to go to Conroe. No.
Yeah, and like
No.
Tammy says, yeah, we're going to spend our whole stimulus check on beer. Exactly.
Well, gas is so cheap. You can drive in. That's what I'm saying. I think drives are
Yeah.
perfectly appropriate.
I mean,
It's a one beer limit per or maximum
No.
per person per brewery.
We'll do.
So it's like two.
One beer. You're funny.
So we did last time.
We got two. Yeah,
We
we got two.
Yeah, one beer per person.
Oh, per. Okay.
Yeah, one beer per person.
So here's another route you could take. Okay, exit your house, take a left on Shepherd,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
going south. Of course, that'll take you past New Magnolia and Eureka Heights, right?
Okay.
Go
He
down to
means
Washington
right.
Avenue,
Okay.
take a left, and that'll take you past Holler and Platypus and
Sure, but we go to those all the
Buffalo-
time, though.
and Buffalo
Those,
Bites.
those are not
I
on
mean, I
the
could
those
practically
those are
walk
not
to
on the
this.
way north.
No, I go south. I said south.
I did say so.
You have to go south before you go north. Everybody knows you have to gain momentum.
So here's a good question, though. Side note on this. So Danielle is coming with us, and we're going to go to the grain cellar, which is fun because her dad just got into home brewing, and she wants to help him. So she was talking to me about that, and so I said the grain cellar would be fun. So it's perfect timing that she's hanging out with us this weekend. So do you think she needs to put in an order for the grain cellar since she's not sure what she wants? Or Brendan, if you're out there, is it something we can go and talk with y'all if we have an order that we put in? So if you could help us out with that.
Ask the
Oh, there he is.
expert.
He's already on it. Thank
Yeah.
you, Brendan.
Yeah, and Brendan, if you
But she's not sure what she wants yet because it's like she's kind of helping her dad with some new stuff. So I don't know how to do that.
I'm sorry, and I kind of
No.
if I missed the
And
part.
sorry if I just blew up your spot.
Does your dad have equipment to brew with?
He does on the stovetop.
Oh.
So I already asked her about that. So it's not grain,
Extract.
So we'll be
Okay.
working with extract. So he's new. They brewed a first batch together over Thanksgiving, and it turned out good. It tasted good, but it didn't have a whole lot of alcohol in it, like the alcohol content. So she was trying to figure out how she could and just give him a batch or something. I don't know. She just wanted to do something for him to get going, which I think is awesome.
If you're nice, I might think about lending you the Grainfather.
Oh, well, her dad lives in Dallas.
Oh, no. No.
Retract.
Okay,
My
question,
grandfather does not go to Dallas.
question, Kennedy.
Yes.
I
I love Dallas. Love Dallas.
Have you dug into the Palmer yet?
So that's right. Yeah, get a kit.
The Palmer.
Yeah. The book you got is called The Palmer.
Oh,
That's right. Yes, I got it. Yeah. Did you tell him I got you that book?
I did.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Have you done anything more than
Preston
let
and
Jules
Phillips
sit on it for this
suggested.
show?
It is. I mean, I got this book, and it's about the size of a Bible, and it's intimidating.
Another book you should probably consider reading, but go ahead.
I've thumbed through it a bunch, but it's just like I don't know where to start. Do I start from page 1 and keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a page at a time. It's like how you eat an elephant.
There you go.
Bite at a time.
Yeah.
That's why they have chapters and sections and bookmarks and post-it notes and all that. Highlight, all that good stuff.
Unless
Read through it
somebody-
once and then use it as a reference book.
Yeah, exactly. Go through once
Yeah.
and then, yeah.
Even read the dedication and the foreword. Who did the
Okay.
foreword on that one?
Brendan, it's
Yeah, Brendan, it's How to Brew. Yeah.
Yeah, the Palmer.
it's the Homebrew Bible. Yep, exactly. Philip
Yeah.
helped me pick Philip and Preston.
It used to be for the joy of homebrew, which was Pazian.
So what beer? What kind of beer do you want to brew?
Let's see. We got it.
Once you start talking about reading, he gets a little. Do you not like to read? What's the deal?
I know you read. You read books before.
11 and 13-year-olds, same issue, and I'll give them the advice that I'll give you the advice I give them. Your attitude is purely up to you. You know, if you just say, you say to yourself out loud, Kennedy, you ready for this? I can get through that book. Say it. Let's hear
I
it.
can get through that book.
I will get through that book.
Oh, I'm still repeating it. Yeah, I will get through that book.
There you go.
I will know more about brewing when I'm done reading this book.
I will know more about brewing when I'm done reading this book.
There you go.
And I will learn more about something that I love while reading this book.
And I will learn more about something I love while reading this book.
There's the
I'm sorry.
tears,
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
think.
sorry.
He does
I'm sorry.
tears.
I'm sorry.
That or he
I'm
has
sorry.
to go to the bathroom.
I'm sorry.
not sure yet.
Palmer's.
I told myself I wouldn't do this.
Oh, wow. Brendan said it's free online. It's on his website.
I don't like reading on. I don't like reading online ebooks as much. I like the physical books. I like paper books.
Jeffrey's like, skip the book, you have us.
I know.
Well, that's what he's been doing.
I mean that's why that right there is like one of the main reasons why I like going to the grain cellar.
Yep.
Even though I have a homebrew store less than a mile from my house.
We could walk to it. We've
ridden our bikes there before.
Yeah, we did. Right? Yeah.
But, you know, I learned so much literally every time I walk through those doors.
Yeah.
Well, of
Yeah.
course, but
Yeah,
there's
it's-
something about reading and looking at charts and all the math and all that kind of stuff.
I mean,
And Jeffrey is not going to be with you there in the bathroom
mhm.
for you to ask him questions while you're taking a poop.
Oh, so you're saying I should leave this should be a bathroom book.
It should be a book you get through, and then if you have to venture into the bathroom to get through it, so be it.
Because I mean,
Instead
how I
of
approach
your
it.
phone.
I mean, to be honest, we really shouldn't be like taking our phones and thumbing through our phones as we're like on the, doing our business.
Yeah, no, he needs to read the book, Brendan. Exactly. Yeah, agree.
Read the book.
You just read the book. It's not
See all the
I
charts,
just-
all the math
I just
equations.
don't know where I'm going to find the time to read the books. And every time I have like brewing questions, I feel like I have just this massive database of people I can ask.
You have that
know.
as well.
And you can do
So,
that.
like for instance, hey Brendan, what's the best way to do a coffee porter? Well,
Uh-huh.
he definitely hooked me up with that one.
Do you want to do one more beer before?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one would you like? You want your grapefruit IPA?
Mm,
The IPAs?
yeah.
That was a good
Mhm.
one, too. That was a good one.
Yeah, the New England.
The New England was really good.
That grapefruit.
But the grapefruit one that he did.
So the grapefruit one
a while
I
back.
brewed, and I've said this before. You guys are probably
do that
tired of it.
one?
I brewed this, and then about a month later, St. Arnold came out with started coming out with their grapefruit IPAs.
It looks like just late breaking news straight off the email. Boop, 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 boop. Huff Brewing.
Mhm.
Huff Brewing is delivering. I don't know the footprint.
I don't like a hefe.
Are they delivering legally?
Who is this?
Huff Brewing delivering cans of Huffmeister.
Where's that?
Huff Brewing is in
It's
Belleville,
in
Texas.
Belleville.
One of my favorite places.
I've never been there.
You need to go. Their tap room will be open this
Tell me what
weekend.
to do.
How far of a drive is it? Is it under 2 hours? We could do that this weekend.
Yeah, it's before you get to Brenham. It's from my house.
Oh.
It's 40 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So however long it takes you to get to my house plus 40.
Well, that's true. It does take about
So an hour plus 40.
And most of that's doing like turns and country driving and stuff. So it's therapeutic. At least for me. I don't know
actually,
about
that
you
would be
guys.
kinda
Maybe
nice.
y'all are just city dwellers.
That might be next week.
Ooh, this one has eeps.
That one's got eeps.
Huffmeister Lager, $40 for a case of Huffmeister Lager. Excellent
Huffmeister.
one.
I have never had that. Have you had it, Kennedy?
I don't think so. Oh,
Excellent.
here we go. The grapefruit IPA.
There you go.
I got a little. I don't know if you can see the eeps in there, but
Can we explain to people what EEPs are? Most people don't know what EEPs are. You remember what EEPs are?
I think
Yeah.
it's self-explanatory.
yeah, eeps are basically the leftover.
No,
Leftover
the
yeast.
But do you remember the story behind it?
No, I don't know it.
What?
What's the story behind the eeps?
I mean, why is it called EEPs? Do you know what the word EEPs is for?
Mm-mm.
You remember Schomburg. Everybody remembers Schomburg for like 5 episodes when the show first started.
Wait, ringing a bell.
Okay, small guy, quiet.
we,
right?
I seem to remember we shared the same name.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Kennedy Schomburg. And
Chris and Chris, yeah.
yeah. So Schomburg has this phobia of the last, I don't know, ounce and a half of beer in a bottle.
Yeah.
From somewhere he picked up this weird phobia of drinking the last little bit because he's like, it's too much of my own spit, which I'm like, why do you drink like that? Why do you swish and spit it back in there? I don't understand.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
you're why would you have a phobia of your own spit? I mean, you're drinking your own spit
But why are you spitting
every
in your
minute
beer?
of every
You're
day.
supposed to
I
be
don't-
going
listen,
in, not out when you drink.
It is beyond my channeling of Dr. Phil voice to get through that. It's a phobia. You know, that phobias are based on things that aren't logically, sound, right?
Right.
Most of the time, it's an exaggeration of possibilities. And so, yes, you do get a little bit of your saliva back in the bottle of a beer or a can of beer or glass of beer, but it's not that much unless you just are really bad at taking a drink. Like you forgot how to swallow and it just all went in there and went out. But he's like, no, I can taste it. And no matter, I tried to explain it to him. It's like, no, it's not that much. There's nothing wrong with the bottom part of a bottle, even if it's your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, nope, I can taste it. And I was like, well, maybe you have some sort of elevated palate. And he's like, yeah, I do. And I was like, but it's imaginary. So it was an imaginary elevated palate syndrome. So that's where the EAPS came from.
Imaginary.
Yeah,
palate
EAPS.
syndrome.
EAPS, I just associate that with like the creeps.
Yeah.
Now the EAPS, it's imaginary. It's a he has an imaginary elevated palate, and it's a syndrome.
Yeah.
Imaginary.
I get it too, Danielle. Yeah, I get that.
Elevated. Yeah. Or short for EAPS, and we did a whole PSA on it and everything.
So this grapefruit IPA.
I gotta keep
What is it about? This is probably about 6 months old. I brewed it about 6 months ago.
Is that all?
Yeah, the grapefruit completely dropped off, and the hops have like completely dropped off. So it's actually a pretty good beer, but it is. I don't think you could tell that this is supposed to be an IPA.
So the hops and the grapefruit dropped off.
I think there's still grapefruit. There's still some kind of.
So what does it taste like if in a grapefruit IPA, if the hops and the grapefruit fell off, what does it taste like?
What would you say? Are you getting hops in this at all?
Not getting a lot of hops. Minimal.
No.
It's a little bit of hops. But I get grapefruit. I get like that grapefruit peel, like kind of that.
Hippie? Like the tart?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
I guess maybe I do get a little
Yeah,
grapefruit.
at the end, not at the beginning, but at the end, you get a little bit of. Or it's kind of like citrusy, like rind.
I'm getting more of like just maybe a little bit of hops. More like it's.
It's barely. It's little. But it's not,
more like a pale ale by now.
Here's what I one thing I'm just noticing now.
But light.
With y'all looking at each other, we may need to flip those boxes because y'all are looking to the outside of the screen.
I was wondering about that too, because when I look, I'm looking the other way.
All right, for the next show, we're doing that.
I'm glad
Sure.
you
When are we
said
doing
that,
another
Josh.
episode?
Because I was thinking that too.
When are we going to do another episode?
Yeah, when do you want to do another episode? Because we got to leave here in just a few minutes because you have to run to work.
Yeah, you got to go to work.
Right.
I mean, Jules and I can stick around.
Yeah, you guys can stick around if you want.
I'm actually, yeah. He doesn't know it, but I'm going to go to Eureka Heights because they have.
I know.
See if they
I know
have
it now.
I know. Well,
They got that new. They got the Canadian beer.
they got a couple good releases that they did.
The
I
hockey
wanna
beer.
See, so I want to go.
Hockey beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I don't know.
So Huff Brewing are they only delivering their cases? I want to. Oh, but we can go out there and pick
Well,
beer.
it looks as though I don't know about. You get beer to go. You can get their growler fills. Whoa. No.
Okay, because they looks like they have an amber that I would like to
Oh.
try.
They have their farmhouse beers, honey wheat, farmhouse dunkel. I mean, I guess that's sold out. Sorry, no, never mind. They sold out of all that. You can get a growler, but they have their Huffmeister lager, and I guess just look and see what else they have.
Yeah.
So they they started doing mostly German style lagers, but they have some other offerings. But it looks like maybe just the cans for delivery. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the legality and the
Yeah.
how you skirt around it, because it's like one of those things where maybe if you're ordering food, then technically they're a restaurant at that point. I don't know. Or maybe somebody else is handling it, and it's all good.
Through just to see how they were getting around it.
Yeah, it's. I think it's ridiculous that breweries can't deliver. If that is that petition still up to be signed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
he's just ignoring it and hoping it will just go away. I guess.
Yeah, watch.
Like-
Yeah, last Thursday we posted the link and stuff. Lots of our viewers, and thank you very much for that. Actually sign the petition.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a thing, even when this is all over. There's going to be a lot of reckoning with a lot of people figuring out why we've done things the way we've done.
Mm-hmm.
And that should be one of them. The whole distribution thing needs to be re-examined. I know there's a lot of money on one side of it that doesn't want that to happen at all, but it needs to happen, because this is not. I think we're going to have waves of this kind of thing.
Hey, Leslie joined.
And there's so Philip suggests I brew a Hefeweizen. I love brewing that beer. It's messy. You will definitely need a blow-off tube when you're fermenting that Hefe. But unfortunately, my lovely partner right here not a fan of the Hefe. She's not a fan of the Hefe.
What is it about Hefeweizen you don't like, Jules?
It's a wheat beer, right?
It is, but it's a yeast-driven beer. So
I
what are
think
the flavors you
those
don't like?
types I just don't like. Like I don't
What's
like
that?
any of those wheat beers or those yeast-driven beers or any of those like thick, yeasty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so like bananas and cloves are the chief.
Yeah.
Not a fan of banana or clove?
No, I like banana. I think it's something else. I think it's the actual grain that's in it. Like I think I'm almost kind of having an allergic kind of thing or whatever. I just don't.
That could be a thing.
Yeah.
That could absolutely be a thing. What have you tried live oak Hefeweizen?
I think I've tried to sip.
Yeah, I think Live Oak's kind of close. That's kind of like the model I go for when I brew mine.
Well, you should.
Yeah, like I'd love. A lot of people hate it, but I love the banana bombs.
And I love bananas. Don't get me wrong, but it's just something about wheat beers that when I drink them, it's like I can just feel congested, and I don't know. It's weird.
As a matter of fact, just
I'd be curious. I'd be curious to see. Like you'd have to do a blind tasting to really test if it's an allergic kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it could be. It very well could be.
This is my Hefeweizen. This is probably one of my first 6 batches of beers I ever did. I still have one of these left.
Producer Perry says they're funky. He's with Jules.
Okay, maybe that's it. There's something I just.
But I wonder, like a clean wheat beer, like an American wheat beer, like the old Texas wheat.
Maybe I don't know.
Or Crystal Weizen. Even Crystal Weizen from Sierra Nevada has a little bit of citrus in it.
Yeah.
I wonder, like with a blind tasting with a wheat beer.
Oh, and stuff,
that's 50% wheat.
Yeah.
You like Berliner Weiss? You don't like the sour or the.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I'm saying. If it could be, like, one, there's you hear it's a wheat beer and you automatically and our brains are very powerful that way, right?
Yeah.
So you associated it automatically. But if it was a clean, non-yeast driven flavor, like just a clean American wheat IPA or like a wheat IPA or something like that.
That's true. Well, and I'm totally down for that because, like, when we went to B52 in the beginning when we were first dating, he was wooing me. I remember it was hot. It was so hot, and I just wanted something light, and I wanted those and refreshing, and I wanted like a saison because it always sounded good, but when I tasted them, I didn't like them. So I was talking to the lady there, and then she introduced me to a whole line. She's like, try this, try this, try this. And then we found one that I really liked, and then I was like, "Oh wow, there is a style but it was the ones with the lactose or without the lactose, I can't remember, but it was a certain style, and I was like, wow, that's cool. Now I know there's this whole range that I didn't think I would like that I do like. So
you're more a fan of the French saison versus the Belgian saisons.
Okay. So, but I wouldn't have known that if I didn't keep trying, and talk to somebody. So I'm definitely cool with that because like you said, you just hear wheat and you think, oh no, but it's not that,
Pivo is 100% smoked wheat. Who's saying? Okay, so I'm a fan of smoked beers.
Oh,
That piqued
Really,
my
I
interest.
I can't do smoked beers.
I love them. I love most of them. I'll say that. I don't
Man,
love
like the Grzinski they had at New Magnolia was fan-freaking-tastic.
yeah, that one and
it's
again
so
Live
good.
Oak. I love the Grzinski. It's
Yeah.
light, smoky, but it's not for everybody for sure.
No, it's definitely not. And the one at I prefer actually the New Magnolia Krasinski over the Live Oak Krasinski.
Well, that's another. It's a whole
It's-
other element at play, right? What style of smoke, how much,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, because it like that one, it's super light and refreshing when you first drink it,
Mhm.
and then after you swallow it, there on the back end, then the smoke kind of hits
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna find a clean wheat beer and not tell Jules what it is,
you.
Okay.
and then we'll figure it out just to test it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a tiki wheat.
I think that's gonna have a little bit of the citrus and all that kind of stuff. But
I like citrus, but
I'll be honest. I don't know if I'd be able to give it. If I had some of those, I'd be like, we were gonna do the test, but I drank them all. That's what it always comes down to.
It's just I've never seemed to have a heft that I like. I don't know.
We got to wrap it up.
That's true. Kennedy's got to go.
Oh,
I got-
yeah.
As I'm drinking this beer, I got to go to work.
Hey, is there any way you can put up an animation and Jules and I can continue on so we don't have to worry about cameras? I don't know if people are going to sit around and listen. It's
I
just
know.
a,
Well,
Or-
I'm
we
actually
don't
going to
have
run too because I'm going to go do some stuff and get some beer.
hey, if anybody wants to listen to me ramble for another 5 minutes till I get tired of doing it, go to
If
the
you want,
audio feed on
if
our
you want to
website.
keep going, I can tell you how to.
No,
And
it's
all
good.
that
I
stuff.
want to go do some stuff. So
Don't be afraid.
No, we'll
of
wrap it
buttons.
there.
I know.
Don't be afraid of buttons.
I know, and I'm not afraid of Josh
Yes,
either. I'm more afraid of you than I am of Josh. But
Oh.
no.
So
No, I'm just going to try to do. I want to be a little productive today, so I'm going to have my plans.
this is being super productive.
I know, but other productive.
Well, I'll continue on for another couple minutes on the audio side. So if anybody wants to, you can go there.
Oh, yeah,
and you,
Skype Brendan in.
yeah, Jose's there.
Brendan,
he has-
I would Skype you in, but it's got to be run through here. Not it's on my side, not Josh's side. So
but that.
it won't work.
Can I do a shameless self promotion real quick?
Yeah.
You're gonna do it anyway. So yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So my latest episode of Interbrews 238 with Craig Rowan from Allstott Brewing Company, and all those episodes that I've been doing lately, I call them the COVID Chronicles. Just figuring out how everybody's handling all this stuff, and I'm looking to record more. So if anybody has time and the inclination to be on an episode, we're just doing them, just audio only, right? But we have that Patreon page for Interbrews if you want to help support that. And now I can take PayPal donations. And so I have a set amount. If I can hit, I can add video to that. And that would also allow me to do video when Kennedy has to work for this and potentially go Liquid Lunch 5 days a week or whenever we want to. So that's the deal.
Well, this is my last Thursday that I have to work.
Until the next one.
It's my last Thursday I have to work for a while. So
Right. But it swings back around. That's fine. Like I have to work next Thursday.
yeah,
I know, right?
that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It was cool when we synced it up to
It's like for-
when we were both off
Yeah.
on Thursdays, but
Well,
It's a
hopefully
good thing
this.
we're doing the show every other day too.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Maybe when we get through next Thursday, I'll be working that Thursday. And then I think it's the next two Thursdays I'll be working. But once we get past that, we've got a good week or two stretch, maybe 3 weeks
Yeah.
where we could do it. But anyway, so whatever. Just saying, Interbrews, check out Interbrews. And
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying. All right. Are we ready?
yeah, we got to wrap. Thanks everyone for joining.
We're gonna
Really
do the close,
appreciate
bro.
it.
You want me to do the close?
I think we're both doing the close.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and do the close. 35 seconds. Good, go. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching today. Jules, excellent job as always.
Thanks, Josh.
Remember to get
Thanks for
those
the help.
remember to get those questions into Kennedy early, and then Kennedy just be appreciative of everything Jules does because Jules is a jewel.
Yes.
She's a diamond.
True,
Thanks.
but
She's a gem.
yeah, you can't tell me everything is perfect.